What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Light Skin Gaming. In this video, I'm going to show you how to go from broke to a multi-millionaire in Grand Theft Auto 5 step by step. So I have had comments and people asking me, how can I make money in GTA 5? How do you make money in GTA 5? But when I answer them, I forget that they don't always have access to the businesses and tools that I have at my disposal at my rank. I hit rank 300 recently and I thought to myself, what would I do if I had to start over? In this video, I'll be showing you how to get in the financial position I am in Grand Theft Auto 5 today. I will break down the video into separate goals, and the goals will be in the top right hand corner at all times of the video so you can follow along and hit each milestone or goal with me. Make sure you complete them in order and watch each section in full, because if you miss certain components, you will be lost. I've made over $207 million in Grand Theft Auto 5 using these methods, and I'm pretty excited to be bringing you this broke to millionaire GTA 5 guide. This is definitely for beginners and advanced players, depending at which stage you are at in Grand Theft Auto 5. So I hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if this video helps, and let's get right into the video. So our main goal is to become a millionaire in Grand Theft Auto 5, have all the sports cars, have all the nice houses, have all the cool equipment, all the griefing equipment, all that fun stuff. But to get that main goal of becoming a multi-millionaire in Grand Theft Auto 5, we need to break them down into sub goals. So remember, goal will be in the top right hand corner. So our first goal will be to become a VIP, and a VIP is a very important person, and you can register as this to help you gain access to certain things. So this will give you access to VIP work. So how we're going to do this is to obtain 50k in our bank account in GTA 5 to be eligible to register as a VIP. So to do this, you're going to need to complete missions until you have 100k, not 50k. We're going for 100k. And the best way to do this if you're just starting is you can go ahead and visit the ammunition to obtain your free weapon, as well as if you can afford it or at the level of 15, you can purchase the micro SMG, and as well you want to head over to the casino and spin the wheel. This might give you some extra cash or some extra RP or a piece of clothing so you don't look like a complete newbie to the game, and it's super valuable. So do these two things before you go ahead and jump into missions. Alright, so we need to make our 50k in a timely manner. So to do this, I recommend we complete the jobs that are 2 times or 3 times money for the week. You can do that by pressing start and then going to jobs and then looking at the Rockstar created panel, and one of the jobs of that week will be listed as 2 times or 3 times money. You can check out Rockstar's newswire and it will give you what is going on in GTA 5 for this week, or you can watch my channel and one of my recent videos will be a money method based on that week's event. If you don't enjoy the job for the weekly event, then complete the dispatch missions. Just press start, then go to online, then go to jobs, then go to missions. And dispatch 3 is a really good mission to run, as well as Titan of a job to earn this 100k. It shouldn't take you any more than 5 to 10 jobs maximum. Even without the double money, it should take you maximum 10 jobs to complete this. You should earn around 10k per job, so it's not going to take you that long to get this 100k. Alternatively, you have the choice to buy the Baddie 801, which is $15,000, and complete the time trial and under the par time, and you will be rewarded with 100k. I post the time trial every week on Thursday to help you guys have a guide to complete the time trial and make that 100k as a beginner in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. So now you have your 100k. We're not going to be spending any of the 100k. When you register as a VIP, it doesn't cost you $50,000. You just have to have the $50,000. When you register as a VIP with $100,000, you're going to have $100,000 when you're done registering as a VIP. The only downfall is registering as a VIP is you only have 4 hours to do this, and then it goes on a long cooldown. So you're going to want to register as a VIP when you have time to play. So you're going to bring up the interaction menu, which is like the back button on Xbox, the M key on PC, and the touchpad on PlayStation. So you're going to hold that down, and then the interaction menu is going to come up. You're going to want to go to Secret Service and then go to register as a VIP. Alright, so we have registered as a VIP and we want to get some work done as soon as possible. So we're going to move on to our second goal. So you've registered as a VIP now. You're a very important player in Grand Theft Auto 5, but now we need to become a CEO. That's our second goal. Alright, this gives us the same abilities as becoming a VIP, but it's permanent, and it will also give you access to premium businesses like import export. So to do this, you need to earn $1 million, and we're going to be using our status as a VIP to earn that money. So the best thing you guys can do to earn that money is go ahead and complete the Headhunter VIP work in the Sightseer VIP work back to back. Doing this will allow you to make around 240k an hour. Right now it's 2 times money until Thursday, and that will bring you in 480k an hour. So in about 2 hours or so, you will be able to bring in that $1 million. That's pretty quick for a new player in Grand Theft Auto 5 to grind $1 million, if you ask me. So that's super effective. It's going to take you 1 hour right now, but if you are doing it later on and it's not 2 times money for that VIP work, it's going to take you around 4 hours to grind that, but that's all good. We're going to run Headhunter and Sightseer back to back on a rotation over and over again until we get our $1 million. As well, say if you don't want to grind all $1 million using this method, you can grind only $750,000 instead, and as well, you can go ahead and complete the treasure hunt, and this will reward you with $250,000 and get all 3 clues to get the special edition pistol, and it will reward you with $250,000 so you don't have to grind the full 1 million. Doesn't take very long and it's pretty fun, and you get a pretty decent weapon in the game. So now that you have the $1 million, we're going to spend that $1 million by purchasing a CEO office. You want to go up on the D-pad, go into the internet, go to Dynasty Executive, and then purchase the Maze Bank West CEO office. So you want to purchase the Maze Bank West CEO office with no add-ons. This is super important because you don't need any of the add-ons to be effective with this money making method. You can get the add-ons later, but right now we're trying to get straight to becoming a multimillionaire, so don't get on any of the add-ons unless you really want them, okay? So you don't need any of the visual upgrades, you don't need the vault, you don't need any of that stuff. Just go right ahead and just buy the basic CEO office without the garage, okay? So now that you've done that, you grinded Headhunter and Sightseer, and you did the treasure hunt to earn your $1 million to buy a CEO office, and you've owned a CEO office, you're going to want to register as a CEO. And now this is permanent. Now you can do Headhunter, you can do Sightseer unlimitedly without any cooldown. You don't have to grind all at one time. You don't have to have time set aside. You can just grind for 30 minutes. You can grind for 3 hours, 12 hours, 20 hours. You don't have a time limit, which is super beneficial for our next goal. Our next goal number 3, is to buy a vehicle warehouse. Okay, you need to buy a vehicle warehouse as a beginner in Grand Theft Auto 5. It's super important. The reason why is it's one of the best solo money making businesses in the game, no question about it. You definitely need this business, and it's one of the best money making businesses as a group. So the vehicle warehouse you want to purchase is the La Mensa vehicle warehouse. The La Mensa vehicle warehouse comes in at $1.5 million, and to purchase one of these, all you have to do is go ahead and go on your computer in your CEO office, registered as a CEO, and then go to vehicle cargo and buy that vehicle warehouse. So $1.5 million is quite a bit of money to come up with, but right now you're going to want to continue utilizing that CEO work. You should be pretty good at doing this by now. You've grinded it quite a bit, and it's 2 times the money if you do it by this week, so it's super beneficial to do it right now. Get on this money grind right now so it's quicker for you guys. And the second step you're going to want to do after you've purchased this by grinding the Headhunter and Sightseer over and over again, maybe you do 2 times the money jobs to mix it up in there, you're going to want to learn how to use the vehicle warehouse to generate you anywhere from 240k to 1.28 million per hour. 1.28, that's a huge increase in funds, so make sure that you get this vehicle warehouse. This is going to be huge for you. So I don't want to get too into how to run the vehicle warehouse. It is quite complex business, actually quite straightforward, but for some people think it's complex, so I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown. So pretty much all you do is steal cars and then you sell them. It's pretty straightforward, but to maximize your profit, you can only sell top range vehicles only. I'm going to say it one more time, only sell top range vehicles only. To help you understand how you're going to do this, your vehicle warehouse can only hold like 40 or 42 cars. It's kind of irrelevant, but there are only 32 unique cars. So I call it the rule of 32. So there's 32 unique cars. After you store 32 cars, anything after that will be a random duplicate of one of the 32 cars. That means as long as you collect 32 cars, you will have exactly 10 standard, 10 mid-range, and 12 top-range vehicles vehicles in your warehouse. 10 plus 10 plus 12 equals 32. The key to this is that if you sell one car from the 32, the exact car that you sold will be replaced with that exact car. But if you go over the 32, it will be replaced with a random car. So in summary, fill your vehicle warehouse to 32 cars, never past 32, and only sell top range cars. This means you'll never drop below 20 cars because you'll always have 10 mid-range and 10 standard, as well as because there are only 12 top range. So in summary, again, collect 32 cars, sell only top range cars, never go past 32 cars, and never drop below 20, and only sell to specialist dealers. This will make sure you maximize your profits. I know this is a lot to take in and I might not have explained it super well. I hope you guys understand how to run it. If not, there's tons of guides online that will help you do this, but that's a quick basic rundown of how to run that business. At this point, I would consider buying the buzzard. It's a very nice to have item, but it's very expensive. It isn't a needed component to progress in the next stages, but if it's something you want to buy for yourself to make these missions easier, definitely go ahead to do that because you have been working hard as a CEO and this will make your life definitely easier. But just remember, it's not necessary. So now we can move on to the fourth goal. The fourth goal is to buy a bunker and its upgrade. In this step, we are going to be getting you some passive income. Passive income is income that requires little to no effort to earn and maintain, and is usually made over time. So how to do this in GTA 5, we will be using the bunker. So I recommend purchasing one of two bunkers, either the Chumash or the Fort Zancudo, and they were looking around $1.6 million or more for these bunkers. Now we have saved up enough money to buy the bunker using the vehicle warehouse and CEO work to buy the bunker. To buy the bunker, you will need to go on your phone and then go to Maze Bank foreclosures and purchase the bunker. I recommend the Chumash again or the Fort Zancudo bunker as it is the two best locations in the game in my opinion. Once you have bought the bunker with no upgrades, you will need to visit the bunker for a setup. You're going to need to register as a CEO, sit down at your computer, now go to manage staff and set it to manufacturing only. Also on that computer, you're going to want to purchase the staff upgrade and the equipment upgrade. Once you have both upgrades, you can now start making money with the bunker. You will need to buy supplies for $75,000. It can take up to 10 minutes in free mode for them to be delivered to your bunker. Do not buy supplies without the upgrades, and do not source supplies. It's a waste of time. You're better off to buy your supplies when you have the upgrades. Unlike other businesses, you are not punished for selling stock early. Although I do not recommend selling the stock when there are still supplies left over to be transferred into stock. If you are a solo player, I recommend selling your bunker stock when its value is at 150k. This number is displayed in the bottom right or left hand corner on the screen, and if you have a squad, then you can sell at maximum stock to reduce your workload. The reason why I recommend if you're a solo player to sell at 150k is because you will not get more than 2 vehicles, meaning you will be able to do the mission by yourself. If you get griefed or something goes wrong while doing a selling mission, go ahead and leave the game. Close out the game or power off your console or PC, and you will lose a portion of the stock, but not the same amount as if you were to continue the mission and lose half or all of your stock. If you quit out the mission before this happens, you can simply lose a small percentage and move on with your day. By the way, if you have problems with getting griefed, I have a tip for you guys near the end of the video that will help you guys stop getting griefed in GTA 5. But with that being said, we have the bunker all set up. We're making hundreds and thousands of dollars using the vehicle warehouse and bunker. It's time to move on to our 6th goal, and that's to become a motorcycle club president. So the reason why you guys will want to become a motorcycle club president is to access the motorcycle club businesses like the weed, cocaine, and meth businesses. Also, this will allow you to insta-spawn motorcycles. This includes the Mark 1 and Mark 2 oppressor. This is super beneficial for transportation and just general mission completion. To afford this, we're simply just going to use the businesses we have now. We have a steady income coming in from our businesses. So the motorcycle club will cost $200,000, and you will want to purchase the Route 68 101 motorcycle club, it's $200,000-ish to purchase, and this will give you access to specific free mode missions. As well, it acts as a HUD for purchasing those other businesses like the CEO office. So on a quick note, you cannot become a CEO and motorcycle club president at the same time. You'll have to switch between them to access their individual perks and abilities. Now that you have purchased a motorcycle club business, you can now go to the motorcycle club and sit on the computer within the motorcycle club. You can buy the cocaine, meth, and counterfeit cash businesses from there. You should buy the businesses in this order: cocaine, meth, counterfeit cash, and then weed. These profit you the most money per business in that order. So coke will make you the most money, meth will make you second most, counterfeit cash the third most, and then weed. You will need to buy the upgrades, including the security as the last upgrade for each business. You will buy the supplies for these businesses just like the bunker. Do not buy supplies without the upgrades, and do not source the supplies, as it is a waste of time, same as the bunker. But unlike the bunker, you will be punished for selling stock when the stock bar is not full. The motorcycle business's profit will grow exponentially over time. So when you sell with a bar that is not full, you will not make as much money per unit as you would as if you were to sell it in bulk as a full bar of stock. I personally recommend selling during special events like 2 times money or 3 times money for these businesses, because they can be highly frustrating with the raids and a lot of errors going on with the game, as well as people griefing and lots of vehicles. The missions take a long time, but the raids are very, very frustrating even with the security. So it's very annoying. You'll have to reset your business or reset up your business if you get raided. But if you don't mind that, it's a lot of extra cash that you can bring in. But it's definitely worth it when it's 2 times and 3 times money to run these businesses, as well as they are necessary or mandatory for our next step. Running these businesses are very similar to the bunker. You buy the supplies with the upgrades, and then you sell the stock when the stock bar is full. Very straightforward, not complex, exactly like the bunker. So you have the bunker, which will profit you $675,000. For the coke, I'll just give you guys the profits after investment and total revenue with upgrades. It's going to be $195 for your profit, $132 for your profit for meth. For the counterfeit cash, you're going to make $144,000, as well as you're going to make with the weed $102,000. So overall, these do add up to be quite a bit of money. You're looking at around $600,000. So that's why we get the bunker first. Not only is it easier and less stressful, but it equals around the same amount of profit. All 4 of those businesses equal to the 1 bunker. With that being said, they are super beneficial for our next goal, which is to purchase a nightclub. You have loads of income, passive and active. You will want to go and put that cherry on top of the cake. That cherry on top of the cake is the nightclub. The nightclub is amazing because it allows you to gain access to its warehouse and the option to buy the terabyte. The warehouse is what really makes the money in the nightclub. You can promote your nightclub and get money from the safe. It's awesome, but it's not a main money source that I'd recommend. It's not very good money at all, but it is some extra cash if you want to try out the missions and try out upgrading your nightclub and enjoy that DLC. But the warehouse is where the money is made. It allows you to hire technicians to run expansions of all your businesses you own. So this means each business you purchased can be used to make even more money without doing any work. The warehouse will need to be upgraded, and this includes the storages first. So you need to go on your phone, go on the Maze Bank foreclosures, buy the nightclub, and then upgrade the storages on through your phone. And then as well as you're going to have to purchase the upgrade on the nightclub. The one upgrade you will need to do on the computer inside of the nightclub is the equipment upgrade. It gives you 2 times the production rate for your warehouse, which is super, super important. That is the one upgrade you need to have. Now you can make money passively, and this is super, super nice. And I'll give you guys a exclusive tip for people that get to the end of the video that will help you make even more money with the nightclub. But you'll have to buy each technician individually. So you'll have to buy the technicians and then assign them to the businesses. So the ones you want to assign them to: the South American imports, so the coke, your cargo and shipments, which is the hangar or warehouses, as well as pharmaceutical research, meth, and then sporting goods, and then cash creation. These are the most profitable ones you want to assign your technicians to. Don't bother doing the other ones. Once your South American imports and cargo shipments are full, I recommend you sell even if the other ones aren't full, because they're going to be bringing in the most amount of money per hour, as well as if they're full, you can't be bringing in that most of money per hour. So every time those two are full, definitely go ahead and sell that. And the best part is you can sell this solo. You do not need teammates with any of the missions, and it almost is just one of the best ways to just get extra money in Grand Theft Auto 5. The cool thing about this business is you can actually upgrade your delivery vehicles. The one thing I do want to mention is do not put the landmines if you're going to armor the vehicle. The little armor back plate on the bottom of the van will catch on the landmines and blow up your vehicle with all your money in it. Again, if you get griefed, you can quit out of the mission and you'll lose some of that profit, but you won't lose all of it. Again, do not get the landmines if you're going to armor your vehicle. I highly recommend you pick the armor over the landmines, in my opinion. You'll be making around $41,570 extra an hour using this method. But Tony takes a 10% cut, so you won't be making exactly that much per hour. Now, $47,000 doesn't seem like a lot of money, but when we get to the end of the video, you're going to see how this all comes together and how you make the most amount of money in Grand Theft Auto 5 legitimately. So our 8th goal to becoming a millionaire in GTA 5 is to buy the arcade. And the one reason why we're actually buying the arcade is the terminal. So at this point, you're pretty much set. There are a few lifestyle improvements that we can make, and the arcade will be one of the largest lifestyle improvements you can make once you are financially stable. The terminal that you can purchase within the arcade will be the first upgrade you get for the arcade. This will allow you to access all of your current businesses from one spot. Yes, this means no more traveling from business to restock your supplies. This just simply makes life easier and less time consuming for those running businesses. Note that I do not recommend selling from the arcade, as you will have to travel from the business you are selling from while the timer is running down. On that note, I'm just going to straight out say do not sell from the arcade terminal. It's only really beneficial to resupply from the arcade terminal, so you don't have to do all of that traveling. It cuts your time down into like a quarter. Not only is this super beneficial, the arcade actually has its own perks. Not only does it have one of the best content DLCs in the game, allowing you to run the casino heist, the arcade has its own way of making money. You can purchase games to attract people to play on your arcade and make money. The problem is the games are very expensive and you'll make very little money from it. Around $50,000 is the cap you can make, and then you will have to go collect the money to make another $50,000. The solution to this is to simply buy the cheapest game and fill all the slots with that one game. This step is definitely optional and just something that you can consider doing in the future if you want to. Again, don't forget the arcade does give you access to those casino heists, so I highly recommend you do those at this stage, because why not? It's some extra fun content for you guys to do. So that brings me to the 9th goal, to becoming a billionaire, a millionaire, a multimillionaire, a financially stable Grand Theft Auto 5 player. Congratulations, you are officially in a position to buy some useful toys. You've worked hard and it's time to buy things that make that same work less hard. Don't go buy sports cars yet. You still have some lifestyle changes you can make to make more money in Grand Theft Auto 5 online as a beginner and as an advanced elite player today. I'm simply going to list what I found to be useful in no specific order. These items will help you guys more or less based on how you like to make money and play the game. So one of the first things I actually do recommend is the Terabyte. Not only does the Terabyte act as a portable CEO office, so you can source vehicles from there, it also allows you to store and upgrade the Mark II oppressor. The Mark II oppressor is stupidly overpowered in the game, and it's a great insta-spawnable transport for your motorcycle club businesses and other businesses as well. So the Mark II oppressor and Terabyte are definitely some add-ons to the Nightclub that you definitely should purchase as soon as possible. The second thing I recommend is level up and get the Up and Atomizer. The Up and Atomizer is essential to advanced GTA 5 players. Get this weapon as soon as possible. And the reason why isn't because it's cool and it's a ray gun. It's actually because it's useful for getting things unstuck. If you get stuck in a bunker mission and you just want to complete the mission instead of losing that profit from quitting out, you can shoot your stock or whatever, your vehicle that you're delivering in, with the up and atomizer to help it get unstuck. And it saved me hundreds and hundreds of times over already, and that saved me hundreds of thousands of dollars already, and it's made its money back for sure. Also, it's one of the best weapons to combat the Mark II oppressor griefers and Mark II oppressor combatants, so you definitely want this gun to knock them off those Mark II oppressors and to get vehicles unstuck. Another thing that I recommend you purchase is an apartment. It provides access to heists and some storage for vehicles. It also gives you another spawn point on the map, which is super beneficial for you as a new player in Grand Theft Auto 5. The next thing I think is really good for beginning players is to get the bulletproof Kuruma. If it comes on sale during this process from goal 1 all the way to goal 10, then I definitely recommend you get this at goal 1 or goal 3 or goal 10. If it comes on sale, purchase this vehicle. It's super useful for missions and it's fairly fast. So the Kuruma is definitely up there on my list of things to purchase. Another thing I recommend is the Hydra. It's a jet, it is fast, transportation, it's great for combat, and has a hover mode making it spawnable in most locations and great for some missions. The Buzzard is a must-have for CEOs due to its insta-spawn and rockets equipped, not to mention how fast it is. It's a great helicopter, and if this helicopter comes on sale at stage 2 or goal 2 where you're becoming a CEO, you definitely want to pick this up when it's on sale. It's super important for beginning players to have this vehicle if it comes on sale. Again, I mentioned earlier that if you want to purchase it at full price at that point, that's something you can make as a decision. It is a huge investment, but it's definitely worth it. A small little thing that people don't think of is the scuba suit. This equipment allows you to venture out into water, deep underwater for unlimited time, so you don't have to hold your breath, as well as it's super fast underneath water. The swimming speeds are much faster than your regular swimming speeds, so having this is super nice for certain missions, as well as if you get stranded out at sea, it won't take you as long to swim back to shore. I have the last few things here. The parachute. Well, if you plan on jumping off of buildings and out of planes, then you might want to have one of these. Another business that I would recommend is the hangar. It's a great new source of money if you get bored of the other businesses. It's not the best source of income, but it's different, and it's great when it's 2 times or 3 times the money. Definitely recommend having hangar, as well as it allows you to have personal and customizable aircrafts. I do recommend you get the Fort Zancudo hangar, as it allows you to access Fort Zancudo without getting a wanted level, and you can steal lasers from there and tanks and etc. So it's very nice to have those customizable vehicles and making your aircrafts personalized so you can spawn them whenever you want, wherever you want. A facility is super nice to have just because the Doomsday heists are in there, as well as storage for your Avenger and Kanjali, which reminds me, the Avenger is definitely something you guys want to pick up. The Avenger is a lot better than the MOC in my opinion, and it does everything the MOC does. As well as it has the 3 explosive turrets, making it fun with a squad. You can kill a lot of people from up high with those explosive turrets if you upgrade it. As well as the heat vision goggles are kind of self-explanatory, but you can glitch them on when you're in a jet or in the turrets of the Avenger, which makes it kind of overpowered because you can see people from far away when you wouldn't naturally be able to see them without those heat vision goggles. The Mark II Heavy Sniper is another weapon that I really suggest you guys get. You will need to research in the bunker to unlock the explosive rounds, but it's super nice to have, and it makes missions super easy. Instead of having to try to aim rockets or shoot down certain things, you can simply just pop out the Mark II Heavy Sniper with explosive rounds and take out the helicopter or your opponent. And lastly, crate warehouses. Now, I'm not a fan of running crates. They're around the same amount of money as the vehicle warehouse. I just don't like them. They are a lot of work, and it's a lot more fun to drive fast vehicles for me. So if you like the crate warehouses or want to have crate warehouses, I recommend you buy 3 of them as a high level player. You probably never will need to, but 3 large crate warehouses is something nice to have as well, to help you guys make more money in Grand Theft Auto 5 and change things up, especially when it's 2 times or 3 times money on those businesses. I forgot one more thing. The cargo bob is something that's nice. It's not essential, but it's something that's nice to lift vehicles off of certain situations. So sometimes if something gets stuck or you just don't feel like driving something across the map, flying it across the map is usually more efficient. So the cargo bob is definitely something you might want to pick up. Okay, so goal 10 to becoming a millionaire in Grand Theft Auto 5 and staying a millionaire is saving up for the next update sales and DLCs. Maintain $10 to $20 million to cover future updates from DLCs. So you don't want to buy things if you don't need to, like sports cars, unless they are on sale. Wait till those sports cars, supercars, and all these cool extra toys like the Thruster and the Stormberg come on sale. Don't buy them at full price. This will help you stay rich. Stay a little bit stingy and you will stay rich. That's how rich people stay rich. They don't spend money on things they don't need. You've already bought the things you need. If you want to buy something extra, wait till it comes on sale. Be patient. If you really have a lot of money overflowing, then go ahead, treat yourself, but it's always best to stay patient. As well as you want to have that $10 to $20 million to cover future DLCs, because when DLCs come out, they're super expensive. It's not going to cover the whole DLC, but it's going to have some money there to purchase the things you need. Nothing really goes over like $4 million for businesses wise, so you're not going to have any problems there. You're going to be able to buy the new business and learn it and run it as soon as possible, as well as there'll be 3 or 4 vehicles out of the 20 vehicles they bring that you're going to want, and you'll be able to purchase that usually with that $10 to $20 million you had in your bank account. Alright, so I promise you guys I'll give you some tips to help you stay a millionaire, and for the people that stayed to the end, here is the big tip that is going to help you guys stay rich in Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, I don't like glitches, I don't recommend glitches, and I'm not supporting glitches. This is technically not a glitch. It's not a money-making glitch, but here is what's going to help you. Number 1. Getting public solo lobbies. Public solo lobbies will stop you from getting griefed when doing delivery missions as a vehicle warehouse and delivering your bunkers and cocaine and all these other businesses. It will stop you from getting blown up and save you a lot of stress. So to do that, you have a few options. On Xbox, you just go to your network settings and then NAT type, test your NAT type, and then back out as soon as it's done. You'll have a public solo lobby, as well as you can always unplug your Ethernet cable for about 8 seconds from my house and then plug it back in. It depends on your internet speed and how your servers are connected, but if you unplug the Ethernet cable for a short split second and then plug it back in, it will boot everybody out of your lobby and you will be in a public solo lobby. If you don't quite understand what I'm talking about, look up how to get into a public solo lobby, as I'm not going to make a video on this, but that is super beneficial. And the second thing that is super beneficial to help you guys make millions of dollars with the passive income is to AFK. So you can AFK by going on to your security cameras and then disconnecting your controller. This is super easy to do to make money in Grand Theft Auto 5, as well as if you don't want to AFK on your security cameras, you can always AFK on a TV. Now I do prefer the security cameras because it just seems to work more effectively for me, but simply going on the security camera and disconnecting your controller, you'll be able to leave your console or PC on all night, accruing you millions of dollars overnight. I can pull in up to $3 to $5 million a day easily with only playing 2 hours online. So that's quite a bit of money on Grand Theft Auto 5. I hope this tip really helps you guys make money without doing those crazy glitches. You're not gonna have to worry about getting banned. People are doing some crazy glitches, and I don't want to talk about glitches too much, but I want to get this off my head, especially because you've made it this far into the video and you clearly care about making money in Grand Theft Auto 5 online. Don't do glitches, guys. Just don't do those glitches, because one, you spent so much time getting to where you are right now, okay? Most of you, unless you've glitched. You spent lots of time getting at least halfway to where you are. If you start glitching now and you guys get banned, your whole account's gone. That's really sad, and you probably can't imagine it unless it's happened to you, how sad it is to lose all that hard work you put in because you decided to do a stupid car duplication glitch. As well as, why would you want to glitch? Why did you buy the game? Did you not want the game to play it and get some hours and have fun and grind and work hard to get these things in the game? You're not going to appreciate the things you have in the game as much because you didn't have to work for them. I will tell you, I appreciate my Deluxo a lot more than most people because they glitch their Deluxo, and their Deluxo sits in the freaking shed because they didn't work for it and they don't know how to enjoy it because they got it for nothing. They didn't have to work for it. So you'll enjoy things a lot more if you have to work for them, as well as you're gonna have nothing to do. If you glitch the game and have all this money glitching, you're not gonna have anything to do. You're not gonna have anything to grind. You're not gonna have, there's no point. You just literally won the game. The game is over. And I don't think people understand that until they get there. Yeah, you're gonna get the grief kids with your Mark II oppressor and all these fancy vehicles, but that gets old fast, especially if you didn't have to work for those things. So just keep that in mind with the glitches. That's why I post legitimate money-making methods on my channel. This is my ultimate money-making mega guide, my millionaire, broke to millionaire guide, my money-making. This is how I do it. I hope this video helps you guys make money in Grand Theft Auto 5 online. If it does, please consider subscribing, hit that notification bell, leaving a like. If you got to this point of the video, comment I'm a legend. I will heart your comment and reply to you guaranteed if you comment I'm a legend in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys' support, and I hope everyone's doing well during this time. As always, thank you guys so much for